Marco Rubio went there to tell the missionaries of charity, I am with you. Do as much conversion as you want. We will not let FCRA happen. But when the Modi government brought in this parliament, the FCRA bill was right there on top. Now tell me, yeah, Rohan, you know exactly what I'm saying. Is this violent protest being supported directly or indirectly by the Americans, funded through the American routes, in order to block the FCRA amendment? Rohan and then Ratnakar Tripathi. This is very important, please. 10 seconds only.
See, Arnab, it is, if you see the overall, the modus operandi on the first day of Parliament session for last 2-3 years, right? Whether it is Hindenburg, whether it is a farmer protest or a Red Fort, why it comes on the first day of the Parliament session? You tell me. Is it, don't you feel, because they feel that this is the time where there's a maximum media attention. If anything, anybody tries to do anything.
But we can't let Americans decide our agenda, Rohan. Ratnakar Tripathi, we can't let Americans decide our agenda.
Just give me, Arnab, I'm coming to that. Hindenburg, where it has come from, America.
They don't talk about Hindenburg.
Americans ecosystem has impacted Nepal, how they have impacted Bangladesh, and that is what dangerously they are trying to do in India. And we have to understand, if again farmer protests have started yesterday, what is the prayog hai? This cannot be done. You have to go in detail. You have to analyze. If it is a pure student protest, which was happening on Jantar Mantar peacefully, till that time it was okay. Why all this happened on the first day of the Parliament session? Why students had to march towards Parliament? It obviously, people knew that nobody will allow them inside the Parliament. Then why the effort was made to sabotage the whole thing which was normally going on? Government had met, the demands were heard, needs was conducted properly.
Despite whatever you do, the forcible conversion FCRA bill will be passed.
He got it, Dr. Goswami. You cannot hide the failures
and
of
the Chinese and the Americans can try anything.
Man. You cannot hide the failures of the government by linking things to...
I've given so many facts, you've not been able to say one thing.
One more thing. Rohan Gupta ji, why the transformation of my friend Trump to your excellency? Why he knelt down?
No.
Why he knelt down?
It's a ridiculous response. The debate is hot. At 9 p.m. tonight, the theatrics of the deep state dipke fall flat. Deep state dipke, hashtag deep state dipke is in big trouble. Deep state dipke has been trying to carry out murderous lynchings in the national capital. Who's funding, in a big way, deep state dipke? When we are back.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School, Bengaluru.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
पापा।
सॉरी यार, गलती हो गई है। ये चोट खर्चा वर्चा।
अरे लास्ट बॉल पे छक्का भी तुम्हारा।
छक्का?
सब कैशलेस हो गया है। हाँ।
ला भाई मेरा बैट। वो अभी तो ठीक हुआ तू। जो डिस्चार्ज हुआ यार। बैट किसका है?
टाटा AIG है तो भरोसा है।
I wake up wearing someone else again. Skin tight like porcelain. I don't recognize these eyes. Something scratching from inside. Don't let it slip. I'm losing control. I don't wanna be safe anymore.
13,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
I wake up wearing someone else again. Skin tight like porcelain. porcelain. I don't recognize these eyes. Something scratching from inside. Don't let it slip. I'm losing control. I don't wanna be safe anymore. Underneath there's a fire they can't keep. No more faces.
Finding myself. That's my moment of Sarah.
Did Dipke plan the violence? CJP a front for political parties? Theatrics of Dipke falls flat. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Presented by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies since 1820. TVS iQube, India's favorite family EV.
It's an organized group of gundas who say that they will burn down our parliament. These CJP goons came with organized attempts at violence. They were carrying stones and hurling it directly. These were not protesters, these were goons, and I've always suspected that this is not a CJP movement. It's a group of gundas masquerading as students.
मैं अकेला वहाँ फंस गया और जिसने पब्लिक ने मुझे अच्छी तरह लिंचिंग की और मेरे साथ बदतमीजी करी और मैं मारपीट करी.
CJP, now that you have taken off your mask and you have made it absolutely clear you want violence to break our country apart, we will stand against you.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Paper leaks have been an unfortunate reality in our country, and the only difference between the Congress and the BJP time is that in the Congress time it kept happening, the Congress did nothing about it. In the BJP time also it happened, but the BJP government has done a substantial amount about it. There is a successful retest of the NEET. The results are out, and more than 11 lakh students have qualified in the absolutely straightforward of circumstances, which means the Congress party did nothing. In fact, the Congress party should be ashamed of itself for talking about paper leaks. They are the master of paper leaks. Every examination in the Congress party time, there was a paper leak. So Priyanka Vadra, who I'm sure has never taken a competitive exam in her life, Rahul Gandhi, who has never also had to take a competitive exam in her life. Rahul and Priyanka, let me tell you, I have taken many competitive exams, and I'm happy to share with you. I passed many, got many through many examinations, won many scholarships, unlike the both of you. So let me tell you, Rahul and Priyanka, you think this country is a joke? It's not. In your time, 2004 CBSE All India Pre-Medical paper leak. 2006 CBSE Class 12 Accountancy paper leak. 2007 All India Engineering Exam paper leak. 2008 Pre-Medical Test paper leak. 2011 Engineering Exam paper leak in Uttar Pradesh. 2012 AIMS Entrance Exam paper leak. Did Sonia Gandhi resign? Did Rahul Gandhi open his mouth? Did Manmohan Singh quit? Did any Congress Chief Minister take accountability? Absolutely not. So these are frauds, ladies and gentlemen. Let me continue. And Gen Z, listen to me. This Rahul Gandhi comes from a party which has carried out the forced sterilization of hundreds of thousands of Indians Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to be very blunt with you. Gen Z must remember Rahul Gandhi's grandmother. She put chili powder down the nose and rectum of students. Rahul Gandhi never apologizes for that. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra's father, Rajiv Gandhi, justified the massacre of Sikhs. They never apologize for that. They think this country is their Jagir, so they will do what the hell they want and mislead you. Next time, Rahul and Priyanka should ask. Maharashtra HSC, let me continue. Paper leak, 2013, nobody quit. 2013, Rajasthan University paper leak, Ashok Gehlot did not quit. 2013, Rajasthan Public Service Commission paper leak, Manmohan Singh did not speak a word. They do this drama now, and Rahul, look at how Priyanka Vadra is laughing and smiling like she's gone to an amusement park. Ask yourself, has Rahul or Priyanka ever taken or Robert Vadra for that matter, ever taken a single competitive examination? Have they got a singular professional or academic achievement to their name on merit? We know merit. We are children of merit. We fought hard, taken examinations, and gone through the system which they thought belonged to them. Ladies and gentlemen, 2014 CBSE Class 10 Mathematics paper leak. 2014 CBSE Class 12 Economics paper leak. Did Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, Robert Vadra ever open their mouths? Did Manmohan Singh ever offer to quit? Absolutely not. They want to use students. The Rohit Vemula case which they talk about. The Rohit Vemula case, the National Commission for Scheduled Castes later disputed the caste finding. And the political left continued to call it a Dalit atrocity, but the official police and judicial commission position is that he was not an SC. But there was no apology, no explanation, because they wanted to do caste politics. When Anna Hazare sat on a protest, it was called a tactical incursion, a dangerous precedent. Rahul Gandhi attacked Anna Hazare. He said these kind of protests must not be allowed. Rahul Gandhi said fasting to put pressure on the government is wrong. That is what Rahul Gandhi did at that point of time. Now Rahul Gandhi has forgotten everything. And of course, let's set the better about Arvind Kejriwal. When the Nirbhaya tragedy happened, the rape and murder of Nirbhaya, 16 December 2012, the victim died on 29 December 2012. There were massive protests. The same Rahul Gandhi kept quiet and did not even come out of his house for 11 days. Now he wants to do the drama because he knows that some Americans have funded CJP because he's losing elections. Just before Bihar, he thought he will play the caste card and he indicated that he wants street violence. Now he's trying to support a campaign because the CIA has advanced knowledge of it. Rahul Gandhi first asked, how do the American intelligence agencies know about where the protesters will gather? How did they issue a full advisory? Even before the Delhi police put up a barricade breach, how did the CIA know which way the violence will happen? Ladies and gentlemen, please remember, now they are fighting. AAP and Congress, it is laughable. They are abusing each other on Twitter. They are saying, why is smoke coming out of you? They are using bad language to attack each other because they want credit. But what do they want to take credit for? The NEET issue has been dragged too long. It is over. 20 lakh have appeared. 11.21 lakh have qualified. The overall pass rate is an astounding 56%. The highest score is 715 out of 720. And if there are students who come out on reels and say, we got 300 out of 700, Dharmendra Pradhan should resign, that is absolute stupidity. If you fail an exam, you can't force Dharmendra Pradhan to quit. Fact is, there is a fracture in the Indie bloc. There's a fracture in the Indie bloc. And now use of the word cockroach, which is the unfortunate word which was used by the Chief Justice of India. Now, Rahul Gandhi, you are questioning the Chief Justice of India. You are the grandson of Indira Gandhi, who tried to destroy the Indian judiciary itself. You are the son of the man who justified the massacre of Sikhs, extrajudicial killings. You are the nephew of a man who organized state, organized terror, and organized a mass sterilization campaign, your uncle, where sterilizations were carried out many, many more times than Hitler's. Hitler did less sterilizations than Sanjay Gandhi, son of Indira Gandhi, uncle of Rahul Gandhi. These are the things that Gen Z must know. You want to support these people blindly? Please remember. First ask Rahul Gandhi to apologize for the things his father said. His uncle did and his grandmother did. He comes from a family, ladies and gentlemen, now they want to hold candles, but this is the same family that held candles under the souls of students to teach them a lesson, that shoved chili powder into their noses and their rectums. Will Rahul Gandhi apologize for that? If I put out the ledger of what his family has done to this country and the people of this country, and Rahul Gandhi, you want to carry out regime change? Really? You think you will be allowed to carry out regime change in the Nepal-Bangladesh model? Well, let me tell you, Rahul Gandhi, it will not happen. We will not allow that. Fight an election and win an election. India is not Nepal. Don't use this man, your man, Sonam Wangchuk, the son of a Congress minister. Don't use him to try and push the Nepal model. Ask Sonam Wangchuk instead why he was talking about Nepal after his FCA license was cancelled and he was refused to take in Swedish money. When money came from Sweden into Sonam Wangchuk's account, when that was stopped, why did Sonam Wangchuk take the Nepal line and quote the Nepal line? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have proof here that there is a social marketing influencer campaign which is paying money to influencers to push the pro-CJP line. To these social marketing companies, I'm saying, our eyes are on you. Be very careful. Don't do anti-national things. And if as a consequence of your irresponsible rush to money, any more security people in this country are injured or attacked, then the nation will not forgive you. To those social media marketing corporate companies, Republic is following what you're doing. You have a money trail. Stop what you're doing, confess, come out clean, and to the nationalists of this country and members of the Nationalist Collective, spread this video. We need to create a mass information campaign to counter what appears to be a foreign-funded misinformation, disinformation campaign. So spread the video, support Republic. Let's debate.
सभा की कार्रवाई चलने दें। सभा की कार्रवाई कल मंगलवार दिनांक 21 जुलाई 2026 को प्रातः 11 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
Failing to put the government on the mat inside the parliament, the Congress sought to hijack student protests today. Rahul Gandhi, for his own political survival, chose to sit on sudden dharna outside PM residence, demanding discussion on NEET despite successful re-NEET examination done by the centre.
इशू स्टूडेंट्स की है, यूथ के फ्यूचर की है, और ये जो किया जा रहा है, लोगों को मारा जा रहा है, पीटा जा रहा है, दिस इज कंप्लीटली अन इंडियन।
अब ये मुद्दा इतना ज्वलंत इसलिए है क्योंकि देश के युवा हैं ये, और ये समझ रहे हैं कि हमारे फ्यूचर, हमारे भविष्य के लिए क्या है।
This is the same Rahul Gandhi who in 2011, while addressing the parliament, said that using a hunger strike to pressure lawmakers into passing a law set a dangerous precedent for democracy. Today, the same Rahul Gandhi is standing in support of a hunger strike.
A process divorced from the machinery of an elected government that seeks to undo the checks and balances created to protect the supremacy of parliament of this house sets a dangerous precedent for our democracy. Today the proposed law is against corruption. Tomorrow the target may be something less universally heralded. It may attack the plurality of our society and our democracy.
The protests continued despite PM's emissary and Union Minister Jitendra Singh personally meeting Rahul to request ending the protest. The government assured that they are ready to discuss NEET inside Parliament, but Congress refused.
It's very unfortunate the leader of such stature, the LOP, has conducted himself like this, and I politely told him that means you are not in a mood to find a way out. You have made up your mind to have a confrontation. So be that as it, can't help it. And it's so unfortunate to come across something like this, particularly so when this morning itself Prime Minister Modi ji gave out a very candid assurance to the countrymen that nobody responsible for the paper leakage episodes will go scot-free.
Congress was provided wingman support by Akhilesh Yadav.
जिम्मेदारी ये बनती है कि प्रधानमंत्री मांगे, मांग को तो माने, छात्रों की मांग को तो माने। आखिरकार छात्रों की मांग क्यों नहीं मान रहे हैं? आराम दे, आराम।
In a clear competition for attention, the Aam Aadmi Party panned Congress, joining the bandwagon. And then there was surprise entry of Pawars. Sharad Pawar and Supriya Sule visiting Jantar Mantar. It is clear that long after re-NEET is over and successful students are busy curating their careers, Rahul Gandhi and the larger opposition is struggling to find its feet.
Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP, P. Santosh of the Communist Party of India, and Tanveer Ahmed is pro-Congress tonight, right? Now, Mr. Santosh, what exactly is going on between the Chinese and the CPI? Because your leader, allow me to complete my question, your leader, right, along with Aishi Ghosh, met the Chinese. And after and around then, the same Aishi Ghosh went and met CJP. And then, 1 minute, you also very well know that the Chinese are opposed to the Great Nicobar project of the government of India, which is aimed at countering Chinese influence in the Indian Ocean region. Do you support the Great Nicobar project of the government of India? Will you say on television tonight that you firmly support India's strategic pursuit of its national interest in terms of the Great Nicobar project, or are you supporting the Chinese position on the Great Nicobar project? Because within days of the Prime Minister visiting Indonesia, Seychelles, and pushing the Great Nicobar project in Australia and New Zealand, you have gone and supported the Cockroach Janata Party. Now, you need to tell us, do you support Abhijit Dipke, who supports Umar Khalid? Do you also support the violence that happened in Jahangir Puri, which was carried out by Umar Khalid? Right? The same ecosystem is there. And please, since you are so concerned about students, let me ask you, you were a member of the government when the All India pre-medical test paper leak happened in 2004. You were a member. Manmohan Singh was made the government. You were part of that government. Harkishan Singh Surjit was part of the coordination committee. Why did you not quit? In 2006, when the class 12 paper leak happened, why did you not quit? Why did you not ask for the resignation of the then education minister? See, this situation of convenience which you're carrying on makes it extremely suspicious what you're up to. And since I'm asking you detailed questions, you are clearly unable to answer, right? You need to clarify your position on why you did not ever resign or ask for the resignation of anyone, especially when you were in the government or supporting the government in the past.
By the way, who told you that I am unable to answer to your questions? Leave that part. I heard your long lecture on nationalism and past events.
You don't like nationalism?
No, please.
Are you against nationalism?
Please.
Do you support Vande? No. Do you support Vande Mataram? Do you want to stop the bill on the Prevention of Insults to National Emblems Act?
Brother Arnab, listen me first. No, be patient enough to listen me at least for a second. I am not a student of your class. No, I am your guest, and I have every right to express my opinion on, various issues. Let me tell you. Let us confine to the ongoing agitation. Who will answer to the suicide of 20 Indian students? I heard your long lecture narrating sequences of events. Leave that part. Who will answer to the suicide of those students who were forced to commit suicide? You answer to these questions first.
Now I'll tell you one thing. Please remember one thing. 1 minute. Don't
just
show
this question.
Listen to me, I'm answering you. Don't shout at me. I'm not a student in your class either. Between 2004 and 2014, hundreds of students committed suicide in unfortunate circumstances when you were part of the government or supporting the government, or part of the ruling coalition or supporting the ruling coalition. I can give you right now, right here, 15 examples of paper leaks in your time. That time also students committed suicide, you did nothing. You did nothing means you looked the other way, you did not demand any intervention, you said nothing doing, nobody needs to resign. Now don't show fake crocodile tears on television to me. Answer the question tonight. Answer the question. Answer the question.
See,
listen, because you're with the Chinese, Congress is with the Chinese. Both of you are with the Chinese. This benefits, you know, this benefits the Chinese, right? Great Nicobar project. Do you support the Great Nicobar project of the Modi government? Do you support the Great Nicobar project of the Modi government? Do you support the Indian line or the Chinese line on the Great Nicobar project? I want to know.
Arnab,
the Great Nicobar project will help India and be anti-China. No, don't say Arnab. Are you with China or with India in the Great Nicobar project? I want to know. Do you support our nation's Great Nicobar project? Do you support the Great Nicobar project which will hurt Chinese interest?
If you are yourself denying, you're not Arnab, I'm just answering you. My dear anchor, please come up with some new questions. Always.
Why should I not? Why should I leave this question? Because you can't answer it. Because are you okay? I'll repeat the question, Mr. Santosh. I will repeat the question. I will repeat the question. Viewers, please listen to me. Please listen to me. No. We will not leave this now. We will not leave this. India will not become Bangladesh because Nepal wants to make India Bangladesh. We will not become China because Nepal wants to make India China. We will not do that. We will ask you again and again. Sir, are you with India or China as far as the Great Nicobar project is concerned? If you are taking the Chinese line, I need to know. The Chinese don't want the Great Nicobar project.
See, the Chinese Communist Party has a very good connection with BJP. You are Sudhanshuji. Chinese Communist Party has connections with
I am asking you. 500 political parties. I am asking you. No, are you with or against the Great Nicobar project?
These are all outdated questions. Don't try to test us. Not come.
Why I'm asking you the question? Why are you getting nervous? The Great Nicobar project is at the core of all this. The Great Nicobar project. The Great Nicobar project is at the core of all this. It is at the heart of all this.
You people.
What do you mean, you people? You people? What you people? You're calling a fellow citizen you people?
Better you join.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? I am asking you, Santosh. Santosh,
I hope you can join BJP parliament.
Well, you are with the CPI, you are happy. No, now listen to me. By the way, be quiet. Listen to me. The Great Nicobar project is described by the Chinese as a very dangerous thing for China. It is a $11 billion transshipment port, international airport and military infrastructure at the mouth of the Strait of Malacca. Narendra Modi is building the Great Nicobar project. Sudhanshu Trivedi, all know about it. Now, within days of Narendra Modi going to Indonesia, Seychelles, Australia and New Zealand, okay, MA Baby goes and meets Chinese embassy officials. Nothing wrong. After that, the left people who are with MA Baby, when that happens, they go and meet Abhijit Dipke. Then they join hands. And now there is a lot of violence. Now, then Sonam Wangchuk, listen to me. Sonam Wangchuk, who takes a very pro-China line. Sonam Wangchuk, who used to be getting money from foreign sources, his FCRA is cut. He says, I can do a Arab Spring type thing in India. I can, do Nepal in India. Nepal-like situation may happen in India. And today, there is open violence. So, Sudhanshu Trivedi, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, whatever is happening is part. There is a network. Please understand, ladies and gentlemen. There is a plot against India. There is an attempt to break India, and we won't let that happen. We will connect the dots. We will connect the dots. Please.
Arnab.
Please. People understand everything, Sudhakar. People understand everything and people are getting smarter by the day. They understand what you people are doing. Sudhanshu.
That is what I would like to tell you. People are getting smarter.
I will open the lines. Don't worry, I'll open the lines. Sudhanshu.
I will tell you step by step, just by facts. As you have asked Mr. Santosh that what his party line is. His party line is very clear for the name of the party. What is the name of the Communist Party? Communist Party of India. And like the Communist Party of China, They are the Indian branch of a multinational. They never said Indian Communist Party. At least Congress says Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, but they say Communist Party of India. In Hindi they say Bharat ki Communist Party. So number one, they consider themselves as a foreigner. Second thing, the first division of the Congress Party, Communist Party came when after 62 war, one faction of the Communist Party supported Chinese invasion. Now coming to the present time. In 2003-04, the then president of China has said, Hu Jintao has said that their biggest fear and bottleneck is the Strait of Malacca. These days, during the Gulf War, entire world has seen how the Strait of Hormuz is used by Iran, which is having a much unmatchable, much below capacity than United States, but still they are able to have the leverage. You can imagine in a matter of conflict, how strong India can use this Strait of Malacca. When Prime Minister visited, we are providing BrahMos to Indonesia, to Philippines and Great Nicobar, and then Australia and New Zealand. So it's a ample clear writing on the wall that the country which may be upset by this Great Nicobar project is China, and their agreement holder, their contract holder, Congress Party, and their subsidiary holder, Communist Party. There is no doubt about it. And one more thing I would like to say about this
question is wrong.
I would like to quote on 28th of February 2007, one sentence, Arnab. 28th of February 2007, the Deputy Commissioner of Police of Leh has written a letter to Mr. Sonam Wangchuk. On point number 4, it is mentioned that you are having an anti-national connection with Chinese. It was written by whom? By the Congress government, Police Commissioner on 20th of February 2027.
Ladies and gentlemen.
If required, I can show the letter. So now the dots are very much clear. So picture is very much clear. The facts are very much there. And if our opponent are having any iota...
Show the video on the side, no? I'm saying cut to the bite. Sudhanshu is speaking. I said show the shots on the side. 1 minute to our producers. Visuals of Nitin Nabeen on the right-hand side because there's a live press conference. Sudhanshu, please complete your point. Thank you. Okay, 1 minute. The producer messed up. We're going live to the Nitin Nabeen press conference. Audio up. Please focus in the PCR. Thank you.
उनके जैसा वरिष्ठ नेता भी माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के आवास के पास इस प्रकार के प्रदर्शन नहीं होते हैं। उसकी उन इलाकों की अपनी स्पेशल सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से, व्यवस्था की दृष्टि से एक परंपरा रही है, लेकिन उन परंपराओं को भी नेता प्रतिपक्ष और प्रतिपक्ष विपक्ष के नेता नहीं समझ पा रहे। मेरा ये मानना है कि आज की जो घटना है निश्चित रूप से दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, भारत के राजनीतिक इतिहास का एक काला दिन है।
Okay, we'll come back to this. I want to go back to the debate. Sudhanshu Trivedi, now with Tanveer Ahmed. Also joining right now, Krishna Prasad Teneti, Member of Parliament of the TDP. And Saugata Rai will be joining us in some time. Sudhanshu Trivedi, they are talking about, मैं एक आंकड़ा देना चाहता हूँ, then you take the debate forward. They are talking about student suicides. Now, student suicides. And they are saying that because 20 students have committed suicide, these are their numbers, unverified. Hence, Dharmendra Pradhan should quit. We have the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson as well on the debate. Ma'am, please welcome. Now, Tanveer, 2004, when Congress was in power, 5,614 student suicides. Did Sonia Gandhi quit? 2005, when Congress Party was in power, 5,738 student suicides. Did Manmohan Singh quit? 2006, by this time Rahul Gandhi has entered politics. 5,836 student suicides. Did the Education Minister quit? By the time the Congress Party was ending its tenure in 2013, 8,423 student suicides. Gen Z, please wake up. If there is an anti-student party ever, भारत के इतिहास में अगर एक छात्र विरोधी कोई पार्टी है, तो ये कांग्रेस पार्टी है. Total number of students who have committed suicides, if I take an average of 7,000, between 2004 and 2014, 60 to 70,000 students. 60 से 70,000 students, now listen to me Sudhakar, committed suicides when the Congress party was in power. Yes? Yes Sudhakar, are these numbers right or wrong? Wrong, because of course it hurts the Congress party.
Unverified, yeah.
NCRB data, what unverified? Check your own facts.
I have
published an NCRB data. Now you people want to say all these things?
7,000 students.
Yes.
I have come after 18 months.
Yeah, 18 months, welcome.
Television after 18
Yeah, to support the Congress.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Absolutely, I am here to support people who are building this nation. People who are students who are being targeted like terrorists. I'm actually going to stand against every person. It is General Dyer in the making, Arnab, and you're talking about...
Students, one minute. Show the visuals of the violence, please. Forget all this. Show him the visuals of the violence because he's living in a parallel universe. I'll show you the visuals of the violence. You saw the mob lynching. You saw the lynching. You saw the violence. You saw the stones being hurled. You saw the rapid action force people being attacked. You saw them almost killed. And now you are here to support the attacks on security forces?
Shame on the...
Shame on you.
And
shame on you.
Minister of India. Shame on the Home Minister of India.
Shame on you.
Shame on the Home.
Shame on you for organizing the lynching of security personnel.
Students and talk to them and
students, all the people we captured on camera, they said we are not students.
धर्मेंद्र प्रधान के पीछे कितने बड़ी चोरी है आप बताओ इसमें कौन-कौन लुप्त है कौन
तनवीर and Sudhanshu.
Let us really understand who are the fake doctors whom BJP is trying to protect. अरे सुधांशु त्रिवेदी साहब गिरते हैं शहसवार मैदान जंग में वो तिफल क्या गिरे जो घुटनों के बल चले आप लोग तिफल हैं आप तो तिफल हैं आपको चलना भी नहीं आता आपको देश क्या चलाओगे आपको देश डुबा रहे हो आप लोग You can't even talk to students. You can't even really face their questions. These are not normal students. People who are coming from Harvard, UCLA, MIT, Delhi University. I mean, these are...
Really? Are you living in a parallel world? Are you seeing the gundas out there? They have come from Harvard. Oh, are you mad out there? Listen, don't put two students in front. Listen to me. One minute. I'll tell you what's happening, viewers. I'll tell you what's happening. To the woke brigade, I want to tell you. They'll take 2-3 English-speaking students in front. Tanvi, don't shout. They'll take 2-3 English-speaking students in front. 2-3 English-speaking students in front. 2-3 woke YouTubers in front who speak English and study in foreign universities. And then behind them there are 10,000 gundas who say we want to burn the Parliament of India. Now I want to ask those English-speaking woke students to have the courage. Go forward and expose the gundas. Why are you hiding behind the gundas? Why don't those wokis? Why don't the wokis? Why do they stand behind? Why do they stand behind the gundas? Are they afraid of the gundas? Do they not see the gundas out there? Do they not see maro going on? Volume badaiye. Let me show him the audio. Maro. Show him the audio. These people ganda language use karte hain.
No, this is the problem.
Volume badaiye, producers. Ye dekhiye, ye suniye. Listen to that.
You really come on the street. You need to really protest.
Yeah, this is a protest.
This government definitely needs to listen.
Really?
Because you can't deal students
Now what would you say to the policemen who've been attacked so badly?
Acha, this is the protest.
Sudhanshu Trivedi.
I think, Tanveer ji, you should have even an iota of shame. You should not have spoken like this after watching these type of visuals. And Tanveer ji, I would like to ask categorically, if this protest was for the purpose of education department or anything related to NEET, can you tell me what is the connection of this slogan, Premanand Maharaj Pakhandi hai? What is the connection of this type of statement? Sita ke pati ka naam lekar Nita ke pati ke liye kaam kiya.
Chomping.
What is the connection of this statement? Utter disrespect to Bhagwan Ram. And then what is the connection of this statement? Umar Khalid ko riha hona chahiye. What is the connection of this statement? Mera ling meri marzi. My gender meri marzi. Now, sir, please, dekhiye beech mein mat boliye. Since it is related to NEET examination, so with due humility, I would like to ask, physics, chemistry, math, zoology, botany, chemistry का कोई link बताइए. मोदी को मार देंगे, मोदी का लास्ट डे, पार्लियामेंट को उखाड़ देंगे, प्रेमानंद महाराज पाखंडी है, उमर खालिद जिंदा है, अल्लाह का नाम रहेगा. What has the connection of these words with the student? I think this is the same people, same words. They keep on changing the mask. Whether it is a CA Andolan, whether it is Kisan Andolan, whether it is Pahalwan Andolan. तो मैं कहना चाहूंगा ये चेहरे को स्टूडेंट्स को पहचानना चाहिए. These forces are trying to usurp. कभी ये मुसलमान के पीछे छुपते हैं, कभी किसान के पीछे छुपते हैं, कभी पहलवान के पीछे छुपते हैं, कभी नौजवान के पीछे छुपते हैं, मगर है असली में चेहरा वही. इसीलिए मैं कहना चाहूंगा राहुल गांधी is having a competition with CJP. Now I can say the INC has become the subsidiary of CJP.
Name of aapke.
Because they were drawing more attention in Jantar Mantar. So Rahul Gandhi, who came out of a conspicuous abroad pleasure trip, or you can say whatever conspiracy trip, and suddenly he tried to draw more attention. So he had went there in front of 7 local landmarks and tried to do a drama to catch more attention than as compared to CJP. So it is a competitive politics between various anti-Modi parties. And I think they have nothing to do because so many videos are available जिसमें बच्चे ये नहीं बता पा रहे हैं कि नीट का फुल फॉर्म क्या है, कोई ये नहीं बता पा रहा है कि शिक्षा मंत्री का नाम क्या है, तो कोई ये कह रहा पीसीएस का एग्जाम दे रहा हूं, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट का नाम नहीं बता पा रहा है. सो इट्स वेरी क्लियर कि व्हाटएवर इज विजिबल there is something, fact is there and mask is different. So students should be very cautious.
This is not NEET students, I'll tell you, those who have
और सही राह पे लाने में ज्यादा समस्या होती है. तो स्टूडेंट्स को ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि ये पीछे के दरवाजे से आपको यूज करने वाले प्रोफेशनल एजिटेटर्स हैं. बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट देम.
Now, Vandana Sinha and Shogata Rai of Trinamool Congress. Vandana Sinha is joining us from the Aam Aadmi Party. Ladies and gentlemen, what has been said by Sudhanshu is correct. Most of these people have turned out to be gundas, Shogata Rai. And we did the videos with them. We asked them, Mr. Tenety knows the videos. We asked them, are you students? No. Are you studying? No. Are you going to give NEET exam? No. Who are you? We just came like that for a free ride on the metro. We did some violence. We are going back. Do you have anything to do with NEET exam? No. Do you know anything about the NEET exam? No. Some people said, I got 300 out of 700 in the NEET exam. Dharmendra Pradhan should resign. No. If you've got 300 out of 700 in NEET exam, you will not qualify. You should give the exam again. In this country, Vandana, I don't know, you must have taken some competitive exams. I know Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra, Robert Vadra have never required to take competitive exams in their life. What is the percentage of students who pass every exam? 1 to 10%. 90% to 99% don't pass in competitive exams. India is a competitive country. Everybody who does not pass an exam does not ask the government to resign. Now the question is, it is incredibly important to understand this, that between 2004 and 2014, the number of suicides of students went up by 50%. Vandana, 50%. 60 to 70,000 students committed suicide in that 10-year period. Did anybody resign? Did anybody ask anybody to resign? Right? Did that happen ever? Now when I say this, Sudhakar can only laugh because these numbers expose these people completely.
Absolutely.
Really? False data. False data. False data. Right. Go check it for yourself. It is true data that you cannot digest. Vandana, why is the Congress and why the Congress and AAP fighting right now for credit? Don't you think it is totally shameless for the AAP and the Congress to be fighting each other for credit? What's going on? Sanjay Singh is attacking BY Srinivas. BY Srinivas is attacking Congress. What's going on? Why is the Congress, why is the AAP saying that the Congress has been planted outside the Prime Minister's house? Ho kya raha hai? Vandana. Can you unmute yourself, Vandana, please, and put Tanveer, who's pro-Congress, on air so we can get a proper debate? Yes. Vandana. Vandana, can you unmute yourself? Unmute.
Yeah. Arnab, you yourself is a big journalist, a very senior journalist. So how can you imagine a person who is having a jet plus security can go and move inside the PM house and nobody can stop
inside?
It? Yesterday we have the entire, no, just give me 2 minutes. Entire country have seen how the student was beaten brutally by the police yesterday. And today Rahul Gandhi just woke up after 25 days and marched up to PM House. और अंदर चले जाते हैं और उनको कोई भी नहीं रोकता है. Not a single लाठी was there. Entire media जो कि 30 दिन से इन स्टूडेंट प्रोटेस्ट को नहीं दिखा रहा है, कवर कर रहा है, अचानक से पूरे राहुल गांधी को पूरे दिन कवर करता है, जिनके पास वो बिना किसी सिक्योरिटी के मूव नहीं करते हैं. राहुल गांधी just entered in PM House and showing that he is standing with the students. Where were Rahul Gandhi? जब 17 स्टूडेंट्स मर गए, ठीक है, तब राहुल गांधी कहाँ थे? जब 152 पेपर लीक हुए, तब राहुल गांधी कहाँ थे? आज 20
don't try come here. No, please,
जब 25 दिन से स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे बैठे हैं.
Don't talk nonsense at least. No, don't talk nonsense. Please don't talk nonsense. You know, the way you started, it really shows तुम्हारा intellectual capacity कितनी है. It really shows that you are absolutely hollow.
Congress is attacking आप.
hollow, दिमाग में अंदर कुछ है ही नहीं आपके.
Congress is telling आप आपके दिमाग के अंदर कुछ नहीं है. प्रो कांग्रेस है ना.
ये तो दिखाई दे रहा है राहुल गांधी के कंडक्ट से.
I was the one, you know, you need to ask your leader, Arvind Kejriwal, who's Tanveer Ahmed. I was the one who provided him here. You know, when he came to Bangalore, I was the one who provided him stands here in Bangalore.
So therefore he came. और अचानक से PM हाउस में घुस जाते हैं.
Just because you have come here on television, don't come unprepared. You are talking like nonsense person who doesn't really understand anything.
आपके लीडर के पास 1% दिमाग होता तो आज देश का ये हाल नहीं होता. LOP है, दिमाग जीरो रखते हैं. उनके पास दिमाग नहीं है. 25 दिन से कहाँ सोए थे?
चोर नहीं है.
कहाँ सोए थे 25 दिन से राहुल गांधी? Why he did not show up for last 25 days?
Visuals of Rahul Gandhi drama in the middle. Tanveer, louder. Tanveer! Congress fighting up tonight live on my program. Congress versus up. This is Congress versus up right now. All hell has broken loose within the opposition. Congress and up are fighting. Now the question is...
Because it is not worth fighting with her. Because she has absolutely no brains. I don't think...
Congress is telling up you have no brains.
So you are saying you don't have brain and your leader doesn't have a brain.
Fighting with a lady who is unprepared.
He should have come in the first step for that.
BJP को ले आइए debate.
Why did it not
TDP को ले आइए.
Go and ask Arvind Kejriwal who's Tanveer Ahmed. He will tell you who's Tanveer Ahmed.
कहाँ है LOP?
हेलो.
आज बीजेपी की वजह से आज पूरा स्टूडेंट को आज खड़ा होना पड़ गया रोड पे. कहाँ है LOP? Why he did not turn up for last 25 days? All of the sudden
वो फॉरेन में थे. वो
वो
फॉरेन में थे. He was abroad. He was out of the country as usual. As usual, he was outside India. विदेश में थे.
Om Birla didn't want to have one.
No, 1 minute.
It's a very poor show, Arnab ji. Very poor show from your side. No?
Very
poor show.
Arnab, let us really
I have no idea that you are so desperate on seeing the student.
Let us speak with Sudhanshu Trivedi. I want to talk to Sudhanshu Trivedi. No, I want to talk to Sudhanshu Trivedi. Sudhanshu Trivedi साहब, पार्लियामेंट के अंदर डिबेट करवाइए. बताइए नीट में क्या हुआ. आपने राम को भी नहीं छोड़ा. राम का पूरा पैसा आप लेके चले गए, चोरी कर लिया. आप हुंडी चोर हैं, आप चंदा चोर हैं. आप बताइए चंदा चोरी करके आप किसका घर बसा रहे हो? जिस राम के नाम पे आप आए उसको राम को भी नहीं छोड़ा आपने. अब जिन बच्चों के नाम पे आप आए, स्टूडेंट्स के नाम पे आए, जिन्होंने वोट दिया उनको भी नहीं छोड़ा आप. Let us have a debate on parliament and Rahul Gandhi is asking you for that.
Okay, one point before Sudhanshu replies. 1 minute before Sudhanshu replies. At the Mumbai, there was a Mumbai protest today of CJP, I'm told, जिसमें pro Aurangzeb के posters पाए गए. Why is Aurangzeb being made into a hero by these Tukre gang? Sudhanshu can now reply to the questions raised here tonight.
I think BJP वालों ने लेके गए.
Sudhanshu.
I feel that it is nobody has any.
Actually,
Muslims have nothing to do with Aurangzeb. We are with APJ Abdul Kalam. We are with Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj Zindabad.
There are videos available in which the unnecessary, uncalled for statements by the protesters in favor of Muslims and condemning Hindu goddesses. And there are certain videos available when in the genuine protesters are saying that we came here for a genuine protest, but I found that it is taking a strong political stance, not only against BJP, against the government, it is against Hindus. So they are unable to understand what's going on. And as far as Mr. Tanveer is concerned, I would like to ask that you are asking about the government. What was Rahul Gandhi doing in the last 25 days? The problem is, this agitation is less on the part of the government, more on the part of the opposition. If the opposition would have been a mature opposition would have been a credible opposition, then all these type of issues has to come channelized through the opposition parties. But this shows that anybody who is having any concern whether right or wrong, they are having even an iota of belief or trust on opposition. So that's why they are taking the stance. And opposition parties are trying to steal their show. This is the fundamental problem. And as far as the connection is concerned, it is very well established connection that Abhijit Jeepke was Aam Aadmi Party media person couple of years back, and Sonam Wangchuk's father was a Congress MLA. तो भाई साहब इसमें कुछ rocket science नहीं है. एक मिनट, तनवीर जी.
किरण रिजिजू के फादर कौन थे?
Any of your viewers can go and check. Sonam Wangchuk's father was an MLA from Congress party and Abhijit Jeepke was working for Aam Aadmi Party. तो भाई ये दोनों तो घर वापसी करवाने के लिए पार्टियां जा रही हैं. तो कुल मिलाकर यही है कि पीछे से एक प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करो और घर वापसी करवाने का प्रयास करो. It has nothing to do with the student concern.
Is Abhijit Jeepke still working for Aam Aadmi Party, Vandana? Is he still working for the Aam Aadmi Party? Can you please clarify?
See, I think everybody has seen Deepke's statement, and we have
Is
already
he with
told
the Aam
that
Aadmi Party officially or unofficially?
He worked with the Aam Aadmi Party.
And
There
he
are
continues to
various,
collaborate with them?
No, see, we are
No,
standing
yes,
here
no,
for a
no
cause.
or yes?
Since
Yes or no?
Since day one.
Yes or no?
No, since day one.
No,
since day one, we said the one who... anyone
yes
who
or no?
stands
Is he
for this
working
cause,
with
we
you
are
now?
with them. जो इस cause
No,
के लिए खड़े
is he
हम
working
छात्रों
with
के
you?
लिए खड़े
Vandana, you must clarify, is Deep State Jeepke still associated with you? You need to just tell us in a yes or no. Is he yes?
This is what I'm telling you.
No, you're not
If
telling.
he is associated with the cause, वो एक cause के लिए खड़े हैं, हम छात्रों के लिए खड़े हैं. Very first day we have clarified, we are standing here for a cause which is not for.
Then tell me one thing, this whole,
only for
all the
Delhi.
money that is being
Need
put for him,
paper,
Vandana, naturally I will ask the next question. Ms. Tenetti is with us, very important point in the debate. See, a lot of money is being put into this campaign because there are 3 or 4 major corporate influencer marketing agencies that are offering 50 to 60,000 rupees and there are emails allegedly doing the rounds for a single post and tweet. 10,000 into that number, 10,000 posts is 65 crore rupees plus a 5 crore number for the initial push on Instagram. Now my question is, that is about 60 to 70 crore rupees which has been spent only in influencer marketing. I really need to know where the money is coming from. Mr. Tenetti, these are real numbers. I'm not including the other costs that are obviously there. This is expensive. Yeah, we just want to know the source of the money for this influencer marketing campaigns. Is it a legitimate question, Mr. Tenetti?
एक सेकंड दीजिए मुझे.
मैं दे रहा हूं आपको, मगर
I was telling that this particular protest,
yes,
which they claim to be a peaceful protest, which started like a peaceful protest,
it's very violent now. Show the visuals.
It is sponsored,
the visuals
engineered,
of the violence,
engineered, and fabricated, and
you're repeating the visuals out there
to convert itself into a violent protest.
Who's
the
doing
peaceful protest was converted into a violent protest.
Hello?
By whom? Just now I heard 2 of
1, 2, 3, 4, 20
saying.
Yeah, carry on, please. Sorry.
And I just heard 2 of my friends arguing, you are brainless, you are brainless. Let me scratch their brains. Let me ask them just 2 simple questions. Question number 1 is, in the peaceful protest that took place in the capital city of the great India, how that peaceful protest suddenly became violent? Who did that? Somebody is sponsoring violence. Somebody has infiltrated the students. They are spoiling the image of the student community of India. Now, who is that? Between 2 of my friends, will you please claim or accuse the other person who is actually sponsoring violence in this entire incident? Now, the second part is, in the re-examination in the NEET, 11 lakh students got qualified. We should congratulate them. We are not congratulating.
We are not doing that.
Now they were going to launch onto the new future. So fundamentally, we are leaving the basic question: who is sponsoring this violence?
Will not congratulate.
Particularly
We're not
on the
doing
day when the parliament is going to
to
start, and parliament was about to discuss
Windows
FCRA bill. This is very important, Arnab. FCRA bill in which Sonam Wangchu is going to find some acidic things coming up in the FCRA bill. Anybody who has violated FCRA and misused the funds using FCRA will have, those assets will have to be vested. That is a new bill that is going to come up.
Yeah.
And people like Sonam Wangchu are going to pay through their nose.
On that note, I want to get Saugata Rai of the Trinamool Congress in.
And sabotage the entire...
Ms. Saugata Rai, Mr. Saugata Rai, since Mamata Banerjee is joining the Cockroach Janata Party, joining hands with the Cockroach Janata Party after losing her party entirely and the elections in West Bengal, what are the links between Mamata Banerjee and the American deep state?
Arnab, can you do without the asides? Can you do without the asides? Your channel is known as a BJP channel.
Now listen to me, Mr. Saugata Rai. Since you come from a party, which allowed a large-scale Bangladeshi Muslim infiltration in order to threaten the national integrity of the country, stop giving me your lectures. I am very polite to you, but I will not be polite to you if you cross the line.
I am very polite to you also. That is the BJP.
Yeah, so now let me tell you the line. Now kindly listen to me and look in front. Kindly listen to me, sir. Mamata Banerjee met the missionaries of charity a day before the missionaries of charity met Marco Rubio. Mamata Banerjee had first got another visit with Hillary Clinton, and the missionaries of charity are deeply affected by the cancellation of the FCRA license. The constant attempts at using money to convert poor, underprivileged people into Christianity is a part of the Christian evangelical game plan in several parts of India, including members of the Mennonite Church in some places and Chhattisgarh and Maoist affected areas. I'm just asking you most politely, Mr. Saugata Rai, right? I'm asking you, is Mamata Banerjee joining the Cockroach Janata Party because the American deep state is supporting them? Otherwise, how did the American embassy know the details of where the CJP protests would be? Yes, please tell me. It's a very factual question. You can do away with the asides also.
Are you Arnab or Ajit Doval?
Yeah, FCRA is the issue.
Are you Arnab or Ajit Doval? You are Ajit Doval, no?
No.
Listen, I am not Ajit Doval, but I am damn proud of Ajit Doval. I am damn proud of Ajit Doval. You must be proud of Sanjay Gandhi. I am proud of Ajit Doval. Ajit Doval is one of the greatest nationalists of the country, trying to put the country together. And Ajit Doval has through his entire life fought for the country. Now you are a supporter of the Stalinist philosophy. You first divorce yourself from the KGB. Now please, I am a fan of Ajit Doval, I am telling you. I am an absolute fan of Ajit Doval. Who are you a fan of? Are you a fan of the ISI? I am a fan of Ajit Doval. Ajit Doval is one of the greatest nationalists of the country. What problem do you have with Ajit Doval? Because he slapped Pakistan hard on the face. Anyway, you are just a counter-revolutionary.
Doval is the Sodom of Narendra Modi.
Now you decide. I'm asking you a question, Saugata Rai. Are you trying to block the FCRA bill indirectly on the instructions of the Americans?
We are against the FCRA bill. We shall talk about it when it comes up in Parliament.
That's the real reason.
We are, the government may be in favor of Republican Party, Trump, Marco Rubio.
Marco Rubio visited missionaries of charity. You visited missionaries of charity.
Marco Rubio visited missionaries of charity.
They have.
And his tone and tenor was anti-government at the time.
Nawaz Sharif, Modi.
We support the country.
Trump and calls him my friend Trump. Modi says Trump my friend and hugs him. So
Sogoto Rai, why did Mamata Banerjee meet missionaries of charity a day before they met Marco Rubio? What is Mamata Banerjee's links with the American deep state? You first tell me that. What is her links with the American deep state? What are her links with the American deep state? What are her links with the American deep state? Is she with India or not?
What is the link? What is the link between Modi?
No. What is her link with the American deep state?
Modi and Israel.
No, why did you answer Modi and Israel? India and Israel work strategically together. Sogoto Rai, Sudhanshu Trivedi will respond. It's hot debate tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Why did Modi go to?
Arnab.
Why did Modi go?
Where? Modi go where?
Just come here in your debate is a very serious and sensitive issue. Arnab, the issue which has now surfaced in your debate is a very serious and sensitive issue. I will just put up the facts. What happened after 2021 in the post-COVID era when India has started emerging as a powerful situation at the national level, at the international level. Almost it's every parliament session.
Friend of Israel.
There is something appears from abroad, particularly from America. I would like to quote. In January 2021, on 29th of January 2021, the parliament session started. On 3rd February, a consistent statements of various foreigners on celebrities, so-called celebrities, came on farmers' issue. On 19th of July 2021, parliament session started. On 18th
Sudhanshu, I have one question.
Report came. On 20th of July 2023,
so whoever opposes
parliament session
Modi's
started
government,
on 18th of July,
whoever opposes Modi's government will be
on 29th of January 2023.
Modi supports.
One minute. Did the American or anyone to do with the Americans or the American consulate or the American government buy the terrible paintings of Mamata Banerjee? Is it true Mamata Banerjee doesn't know how to paint? It's a joke. She thinks she's a painter. Did the American consulate directly or indirectly buy Mamata Banerjee's horrible paintings?
Did
Mamata Banerjee's horrible paintings get bought by the American consulate? I'm asking you.
Or Indian Trump.
Does the American government think Mamata Banerjee is Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci?
Supposed to know.
Why did she sell her paintings to the American government?
That Indian.
अरे ऐसी क्या पेंटिंग करती है ममता बनर्जी जो अमेरिका की सरकार ने उनकी पेंटिंग्स खरीदी? कितने में खरीदी? कितने करोड़ रुपए में खरीदी? बताइए मुझे. पूछता है भारत. I want to know. How much money did Mamata Banerjee get for the paintings? Is it true? It's only a question. Is it true? Is it true that Mamata Banerjee sold her paintings to the American government?
Went to Israel.
Did Mamata Banerjee sell her paintings to the American government?
The whole West Asia.
It's a relevant question. Mr. Tenetti, did Mamata Banerjee sell her paintings to the American government? How much money did she get for it? I'm only asking a question.
What
do you say? Somesh from Punjab. Somesh, one caller tonight. It's a hot debate. Somesh has been holding on. Somesh.
To answer.
Actually, I want to, if you allow me, make a disclosure to Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, my role model, if you allow me, before making my point. Can I do?
Audio is bad.
बोलिए.
Sudhanshu ji, with all due respect to you, that I cannot name tragedies, but in New Delhi, some government agencies are running a game of lakhs and crores, which can cause a division for their party. The BJP voters, I can tell you.
Can't hear you, sir. Okay, Ramesh from Hyderabad. Ramesh.
Unable to understand what he is saying.
Yeah.
Arnab ji. Okay.
Yeah, Arnab sir, good evening.
Yes.
Yeah, sir, I would like to speak about CJP. I'm comfortable to talk to Hindi.
Yes.
सर कल जो हुआ है जो सीजेपी के हार्ड में ये जो गुंडे और एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट जो कल दिल्ली में किया है वो बहुत ही निंदनीय है. कल से एक वीडियो वायरल हो रहा है सर. एक आम आदमी पार्टी का काउंसलर का हस्बैंड है, उसका नाम आजी अफजल है. उसके ऊपर दिल्ली में पहली बार मोको का एक्ट पे वो बुक हुआ था. तो कल उनके चेले चपेटों के साथ आके वहाँ पे हंगामा किया.
Why are these people being allowed? Why are these Makoka accused in the protest? Okay, we are dropping break.
Yes.
They
There are around 3 lakh of students are there.
They are not students, Vandana. They are all gundas.
There are 3 lakhs.
No, they are not students.
Students, including their parents are there.
Sudhakar, please, I'm telling you, Sudhakar. Please, Sudhakar, don't get too close to the Chinese. Santosh, don't be too close to the Chinese.
What happened to you?
Keep a distance from the... Find out how many students... I'm asking you, Santosh, how many students died? How many students died between 2004 and 2014? Do your research and come back, Santosh.
You become so...
No, what is wrong with you, Santosh? Why don't you understand it? How many thousands of students died then? Just for your narrow politics, you don't have an issue for the monsoon session. You want to burn the parliament.
Who told you?
Are you doing the right thing?
There were thousands of students.
But really, you don't even know because you don't care. You don't care. You were in power. You don't care what you did when you were in power. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I have tonight. With more facts, more exposes, more visuals, and the truth, and only the truth. I'll be back tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
पापा। From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, among others, how did the CIA know in advance about what the CJP was about to do? How did the CIA, the American intelligence, know about what the CJP was about to do? And at 9 o'clock tonight, the theatrics falls flat. AAP versus CJP versus Congress. Complete hypocrisy as the Tukre gang comes together and then fights among itself. Protest is a right, but lying is not. Deception and working against national interests cannot be allowed. The nation wants to know tonight, how did the American embassy know in advance about the details of the mass mobilization which was about to happen on the 20th and 21st of July, down to the last detail. This is a very serious matter. I repeat, how did the CIA, America's Central Intelligence Agency, know in advance which organizations would join, how they would try, which points they would congregate in, how would they try to break the border of the national capital region? Both the American embassy and the shady, mysterious, dirty tricks CJP need to explain what's going on. The Americans knew where the protesters would gather, down to the last point. They issued a full advisory well a week before the Delhi police even put up a barricade breach. This is very mysterious. How did the CIA know? Now just see the terrible violence which is going on now. The murderous and brutal violence and attempted lynchings of the Cockroach Jantar Party workers, their murderous organized mobs, and examine the way in which Abhijit Dipke, surrounded by a murderous mob, points to the person who has to be lynched, and look at that, ladies and gentlemen. He points a finger and then look at the way. He points a finger and then he tries to say that he's against it, but he's actually pointing a finger at a rapid action force personnel in uniform whose helmet is taken off and who is then almost murdered on the spot. Viewers, this is a dangerous man who has come from America. This is not Dipke losing control of his violent mob. This is his plan. His plan is to carry out lynchings and targeted lynchings of security personnel. His plan, if you see these visuals one after the other, is to spread violence and bloodshed in this country. The visuals tell you everything. This is an exact copy-paste implementation of the Nepal model, where between the 8th and 10th of September 2025, mass murders were carried out in Kathmandu and surrounding regions. Institutions were burnt with a singular American plan to carry out regime change. That is what the Americans wanted. So there was the use of an American social media tool called Discord, and it was used very effectively by the CIA. And that's how regime change happened in Nepal. And now, viewers, think of Sonam Wangchuk, the dangerous son of a very senior Congress politician. He's a dynast. Sonam Wangchuk is the son of a Congress minister. He had planned, in his own words, an Arab Spring type revolution in India in June 2025. He was getting money from foreign NGOs. And then on 24th September 2025, when his FCRA license was cancelled, he instigated something in which 4 people died and 60 people were injured in Ladakh. And then he kept talking about repeating the Nepal-type violence in India. Sonam Wangchuk, I repeat, was getting a lot of money from foreign groups. And he was taking that money. And when his license was cancelled, he instigated the violence. So it's all about money for Sonam Wangchuk. Money and power. A lot of money, which he was getting from a foreign route, which this government put a lid on. And power, because he wants to be a politician like his Congress minister father. Dipke, on the other hand, who is now leading the attempted lynchings in Delhi, has a different plan. He models himself on someone else. And you know who that is. He models himself on the anti-Hindu Delhi riots accused Omar Khalid. And there are instances after instances when he has been very, very active and vocal in his support for the Tukre gang. Now, Abhijit Dipke does not want to talk about that now. And the Bollywood brigade of Sonakshi and Shabana and all the rest of them who are supporting this member of the Tukre brigade would not like you to know that Abhijit Dipke has been a great fan and supporter of Omar Khalid, which proves that he is an official member of the anti-India group. Now he's trying to present himself as a student, which he's not. God knows what he's been doing for the last few years in the United States of America, which he doesn't want to talk about, by the way. Why don't you ask, what were you doing in the US of A? What were you doing? Were you studying? Did you extend your stay? Did you extend your visa? What kind of job were you doing? What are your sources of revenue? Viewers, be logical. Assess things logically. Let the CJP answer the questions they face. Now, there are allegations they also are facing now with screenshots of emails from influencers that big money was offered, almost 65,000 per post, to make pro-CJP videos and push them on social media. 65,000 per influencer video and post. 10,000 such posts would require an aggregate net amount of 65 crore rupees. 65 crore rupees. If you're offering 65,000 in collaboration fees, that means you're ready to pay 65 crore rupees for 10,000 such videos, which is approximately the number doing the rounds. We want to know, and we have a right to know, who is pumping this kind of money, who is investing that kind of money into the Dipke murderous mob CJP group. Let the CJP explain. They're asking so many questions of others. Let the CJP explain, and especially now that their violence has crossed all limits. And the Republic Media Network has totally exposed with proof that the people who are claiming they are students, and we got some yesterday, When they come back after the violence, they say, we are not students at all. We don't study. We gave up studying in class 10. We're not going to give the NEET exam. We are happily employed somewhere else, which means it's a part-time occupation to carry out violence. Besides, viewers, and these are counterfacts, the CJP, these are the kind of people out there. These are not students. They're saying, we're not students. We're just hanging around. We did some violence. We're coming back. That's it. Now, besides all of this, there are also some screenshots doing the rounds where CJP supporters are saying, and this is most shocking, it's been reported everywhere, there are WhatsApp groups they have where they are saying today is the last day of the Modi government. Another person says at least one person should die. If one person dies, then we will be able to put proper pressure on the government. What is going on, Abhijit Dipke, Shabana Azmi, Sonakshi? Why don't you ask these questions? Nasiruddin Shah, why don't you ask these questions? This Abhijit Dipke fellow, who is carrying out mass violence in Delhi, should also explain whether it is true that it has now come out that 3 very expensive, large-scale corporate influencer marketing agencies were hired to push his content. 3 major, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest of industrial groups would not have this kind of money. But for CJP, 3, as is reported, major influencer marketing companies were hired who put in money, invested money to push and pro-CJP content. Is this why these nondescript YouTubers have been on the ground? Is this part of a paid campaign? Tell us, YouTubers, how much money are you getting? So viewers and nationalists, let's assess things rationally. Find out for yourself whether it is true also that the same American embassy of Donald Trump had organized workshops to train select journalists, to even pay money to select influencers, to pay money to select journalists, and that people happily took $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 because, you see, some people are totally shameless. They don't care whether they are part of a deep state operation. Was this money paid by the Americans for free? Let me tell you one thing about the Americans. They truly believe there is no free lunch. So if they're giving $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to random Indian journalists and influencers, are they doing it for free? No, they are not. They have an intent. This is the army they have, and now they are putting it to effect. But I want to tell the Americans, put all the pressure that you want. We are not going to sign the trade deal on your terms. I want to tell the Chinese, put all the pressure that you want. Narendra Modi is still going to ensure that the Indian Ocean region does not become the Chinese area of influence. Do what you want, Rahul Gandhi and China. Rahul Gandhi and China, do what you want. We will have a strong presence in Nicobar. Rahul Gandhi and China, do what you want. India's presence in the Indian Ocean region will be unchallenged. So, finally, to countries who are using the Mir Jafars and Jayachands within, we want to tell you, the people of India are not going to watch and let you go unanswered. We will answer. We will answer with facts and with reason. Because remember, the enemy is watching India's growth. It does not like it. It will stop at nothing to destabilize our Bharat, our great nation. Let's debate.
Cops assaulted, vehicles vandalized. The true face of the CJP protests has been exposed. Stones were pelted on police officers. Total anarchy was seen in the streets of the national capital. Several police vehicles were vandalized as the so-called students' protests took a disturbing turn. In another twist,
The US Embassy advisory cautioning its citizens 4 days before the violence raised the question of foreign elements in the protests. So how did the US know of these protests? Were they involved? The playbook and the toolkit seems similar to earlier rounds of violence that the national capital has seen of late. From the Shaheen Bagh protests over CAA NRC in 2020 to the Red Fort protests of 2022 that were not by farmers. The questions over the origins and the conspiracy behind the Monday protests and the violence continue to get murkier.
The emergency press conference of the BJP. When it comes to it, going to cut to it, Rohan Gupta of the BJP, Subhrashtra and Sushil Pandit on one side, Piyush Joshi of the Aam Aadmi Party, Vivek Srivastava and Ratnakar Tripathi on the other. First question, Piyush, can you tell us how the American Embassy and the CIA knew about the nature of the protest, the location where the protest would happen, and more importantly than that, the places where the attempted breach of the National Capital Region would happen and the places where these so-called groups would congregate in advance? How did they know in advance? Is there some line going on between the CJP and the American Embassy?
So your question is to me that how did the CIA and the American Embassy knew about all this? Well, this question is for...
How did the CIA and the American Embassy know about the CJP plans in advance?
Okay, so you know about that CIA, you're drawing that inference because of this advisory, which
I'm not talking about a general advisory, I'm talking about advisory which talks about specific areas, places to congregate and the dates when it happens, yeah? Right?
I got the point, sir. I got the point, sir. Just allow me to respond. You know, this is not a question for me to answer.
No, it is a question for you to answer because you're supporting them. You can't say, no. Subhrashtra, is this not a question for him to answer? When it's supporting them, you know, I'm asking you, how does CIA know? Now he's saying it's not for me to answer. How come?
Just hold on, sir.
No, how is he saying not to answer? Viewers, is it a question for AAP to answer? I think it's a question for AAP to answer because you are in a tactical arrangement with them. You are in a tactical arrangement with them, with the CJP. Subhrashtra, what do you think? Should she answer that?
Subhrashtra, all kinds of questions.
Louder. Yeah.
We should answer all these questions because in a democracy, if you have a right to question the government and a right to dissent, then people also have a right to dissent against dissent. So it's a question, and it's a very factual question.
I understand, Subhrashtra. I agree with you on this, that there is a right to dissent and there should not be any kind of violence. What Arnab asked me was
I'm not going to, listen, I'm not going to listen to a sermon on violence. After what the Punjab police has done to the ITI protesters
you asked a pointed question to an Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson.
Arnab asked a simple question. I just amplified the intensity to say that yes, you should be able to answer. How does the CIA know of all this? It's a very simple question.
Could you please allow me to respond? Okay, so, you know, we talked about the same thing about Sonam Wangchuk and the government withdraws all the cases against him about the Ladakh protest.
Nobody mentioned Sonam Wangchuk.
Ladakh protest, Arnab
it's not the question of Sonam Wangchuk right now. The question is how did
Arnab mentioned Sonam Wangchuk in his introductory remarks, ma'am. I think you missed it.
No, I have also said, no, one minute, don't avoid this question. I'll come to Wangchuk.
Allow me to answer
Piyush, I'll come to Wangchuk. But I repeat the same question.
Even if it is unpleasant for your ears.
No, nothing's unpleasant. Even the abuse, the maro, police ko maro, tod do, sansad ko ukhad do, that is unpleasant to my ears.
Fair enough, that is unpleasant to my ears as well.
No,
I
think you like it.
I'm with you on this.
I think you like it.
But well, that's your presumptions. You know, you can presume anything about me or about anyone else for all I care. But I'm going to speak the truth here, however unpleasant it may be for your ears or for the ears of all those supporting Bharatiya Janata Party. It is for the government to answer. It is not for any political party.
How does the CIA know what the CIA... Okay, is it a... Okay, one minute. I think it's a legit question.
Ask any raw spokesperson, bhaiya.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right, now I show a video. All right, bhaiya.
the problem is, Arnab, the problem is on the last day of each protest, whether it is the farmers' protest, whether it is the protest in Ladakh, whether it is the protest against this NEET paper leak, they conveniently turn violent. Protests which have been
What do you mean conveniently turn violent?
अच्छा, एक सिंपल सी क्वेश्चन मैं आपसे पूछ लेता हूं कि भाई 19 तारीख यदि हमें इतना पता था कि CIA और USS में इन्वॉल्व है, किसने सरकार को रोका था? नड्डा जी ने अभी भी बात करी। नड्डा जी 18 तारीख को बात कर लेते, 17 तारीख को बात कर लेते, 16 तारीख को बात कर लेते।
Rohan in. It's a very, you must understand that the country has been pushed to a very dangerous situation where there is an attempted regime change by you. There is an attempted regime change operation that is going on, and allow me. I have one visual to share. Please look at it carefully.
This is an attempted legitimization of paper leak which is going on.
No.
This is an attempted legitimization.
By the way, Piyush,
which have been shut down since Narendra Modi
the people,
that is going on.
the people who are carrying out the violence. We asked them. We asked them. Listen to me. Don't speak. We asked them. Paper leak, NEET. They said we know nothing. We said but NEET नहीं NEET के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता है. क्या करना है? संसद को उखाड़ने आए हैं, जलाने आए हैं. नीट के बारे में कुछ पता नहीं. आप स्टूडेंट्स हो? नहीं हम पढ़ाई लिखाई नहीं करते. अच्छा आप स्टूडेंट नहीं हम कोई छोटी मोटी नौकरी कर रहे हैं, हम ऐसे टाइम पास कर रहे हैं, हमको वायलेंस करना है. Now you may call them students. Okay, now why question is it? Now remember,
the same remarks you mentioned in your introduction.
Remember your party.
In your introduction, now let me just allow me to respond.
Piyush, there are some other panelists. Can I go to them and I'll come to you in a minute? 1 minute.
Just 1 minute.
No, 30 seconds. You've taken the entire first 10 minutes. Viewers, remember.
It is just like an old Bollywood movie in which goons of the party in power participate in the protest and make it violent.
Okay, now
in this case, it is the ED party.
The violence has been extreme. I would not make it a big issue, but I want to show a visual full frame where Abhijit Dipke is pointing a finger in the direction. Abhijit Dipke is pointing a finger. He knows what is going to happen, and on his instruction, on his specific instruction, the mob starts attacking and almost kills a rapid action force officer. I say, who the hell is this America-returned Abhijit Dipke to try and organize a lynching of a rapid action force officer? And viewers across India, if you're going to allow this to continue, if you're not going to question it, know that the nation's future is at risk. And Rohan, I don't know why you're allowing it. The violence is extreme. Let me run 1, 2, 3, 4, all the instances of violence tonight. Because I want the people of this country to choose.
No.
If we are going to allow this murderous violence, this mob mentality in our country.
The dresses of the RAF personnel.
Let me answer. I think my name is Rohan and he is Vivek. He has forgotten that. Let me complete. Vivek.
Vivek and Rohan, take the visuals in the middle and show all the visuals of the violence. Producers, not just one. Thank you.
Yeah. So Arnab, in democracy, everybody has right to protest. And yesterday morning, you see that government has maintained the restraint. Everything was smooth. It was only afternoon this toolkit got activated, and the kind of news what you are giving that the three agencies were activated, social media, the kind of attacks were made against the police to incite them. So it is all planned, and that is what we have to see, that this toolkit is again active, like what we have seen in Red Fort toolkit or at the time of farmers. It's dangerous for the country. And what let me complete, Vivek. I never spoke in between. Let me complete, Vivek. Then you can speak. Let me complete. Okay. So now the problem here is it has to be investigated that if it is a students' protest, how can they hire such a big agencies? It means it is pre-planned. Number one, if up to afternoon yesterday everything was normal, what happened after afternoon that it got incited because they felt that what they could not achieve.
Vivek,
and government successfully handled the issue.
And you feel they don't have demands, tell Ladda not to talk to us.
Successfully till afternoon. After that, because of their objective was not achieved, all these people got activated and we could see whatever it is. Still, the police corps, they maintained the restraint. We could see stone are pelted. We could see how police people were being injured. So this is not a normal protest. We have to differentiate between the students and the elements which have joined this afternoon. That is dangerous. Because this is the politics of this current political opposition, where they are not getting support from the people. They are hiding behind mukhota of this kind of people and doing whatever they want to do. This is dangerous for the country. Again, I'm telling, in democracy, everybody has right to protest. But at the end of the day, you use the protest for your political gains, and in past, you have failed on many occasions, and still you are trying to playing with the security of the country. I think that is a dangerous thing for the country. And this country is smart enough, the youth of the country is smart enough to understand the differentiate between the real protest and the political protest.
I now want to show you another point tonight. I'll take a moment, viewers. Before I come to Ratnakar Tripathi, Sushil Pandit and the others, I want to tell you, if I can run anywhere the visuals with the ambience when the policemen are being beaten up. And this murderous group, none of them are students. Let me tell you, they are all frauds. They are professional gundas. They are gundas. They are only going maro. Audience, can I increase the ambience, viewers? You will see the visuals. You will see the maro visuals. They are saying maro, and this is
Arnab, you are unfair. These are one-sided visuals.
Oh, I'll show you one-sided visuals, my dear. Don't worry about
that. There's a girl on ventilator.
Yeah, now I want to tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. The Red Fort incident, don't forget, reduce his volume. He's a real, I'm telling you, this guy is a real North Korea supporter. Listen to the video. Seeing who's attacking whom. You're seeing how the security personnel are being attacked. You've seen how the Rapid Action Force personnel was almost lynched on the instructions of Abhijit Dipke. You think these visuals are AI generated? They are not. This is the reality of what this dirty CJP is all about. We must confront fake people like Nasiruddin Shah, Shabana Azmi, and all these people sitting between Pali Hill and Breach Candy and thinking they can tell us about what is right for the country. If you want to choose to be anti-national, I tell them you can be. But we are not going to be quiet and not counter you for it. Okay? So speak for yourself, my dear. Now listen to me. We saw what happened in Red Fort. We saw what happened in Red Fort. And look at these visuals. Policemen being beaten. We saw what happened in Red Fort. In 2021, the Tukde gang brought down the tricolor in the Red Fort. In 2026, this Tukde gang, this Umar Khalid supporters, this Aisa kind of people are on the street organizing violence in the national capital. I ask you tonight, viewers of Republic, members of the Nationalist Collective, nationalists, Rashtravadis, how long will you allow this? How long will you allow these paid people to try to break up the country? And I think it is important that Rahul Gandhi reveals what his arrangement with the Chinese is, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Sushil Pandit and Ratnakar Tripathi, because this is going to be helping China. You will ask why. I'll tell you why. Can I come back on screen? You see, viewers, Prime Minister Modi visited Seychelles in the end of June. Within 10 days, he went to Indonesia, 6th to 8th of July. Where the long-stalled Sabang-Nicobar strategic corridor was on the table. All of this feeds India's Great Nicobar project, which is an $11 billion transshipment port, international airport, military infrastructure at the mouth of the Strait of Malacca, through which the majority of China's energy imports pass. If Narendra Modi's Great Nicobar project is created, right, it is India's answer to Beijing's quote-unquote Malacca dilemma. This is a project which will allow India to monitor and potentially interdict Chinese naval and merchant traffic at the second largest oil choke point on the planet. India will become very powerful. China will be majorly affected. Now remember what happens within days of Modi's Indonesia trip, where he said, don't forget, Nicobar is only 150 kilometers from Indonesia. Immediately, General Secretary of CPM, M.A. Baby, lands up and meets the Chinese embassy officials. Within days of that, he meets Cockroach Jantar Party founder Abhijit Dipke. When Republic confronts M.A. Baby about the Chinese embassy event, he tells Republic's reporter Harsh, don't misbehave, shut up, and walks away. Ladies and gentlemen, the CJP Wangchuk protest explodes into violence exactly 5 days later on the opening day of the monsoon session. And that is why, Sushil Pandit, Congress must explain what its China link is. We are not going to let this go unanswered. We want to know whether this is the same party where the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation took money from the Chinese embassy. We will ask. We will ask.
To resign.
And everybody in the country will start asking now.
Protecting a wrong man. That is the root of the problem.
Vivek Jinping, keep quiet. Keep quiet, Vivek Jinping. This is Republic. NEET has, you keep quiet. Have you ever sat for a NEET exam?
Keep quiet.
Huh?
Why don't you have the
You
facts
keep
to
quiet.
ask for the
NEET is
resignation
over.
of Dharmendra Pradhan?
NEET has been held. It's been a successful retest. 58% of the people passing are women. Now I saw some people at the CJP protest. You know what they were saying, Sushil? I got 300 out of 700. Dharmendra Pradhan must resign. Who are these fools? You got 300 out of 700. You failed the NEET exam. You failed it. Try better next time. Keep quiet. Vivek Jinping. Keep quiet. Jinping. Ratnakar and this one, Sushil. Take him off here.
Yes. Arnab, if it was not clear to you when the leader of opposition suddenly became an environmentalist, left the assembly election campaign in the middle to go to Nicobar in order to stall a certain project. That was his priority. In the middle of elections, he goes away, leaves his party in lurch. And what for? To save a few trees in Nicobar Island.
Yeah.
To stall a project.
Chinese agent.
That's what he did. That is the level of commitment to Chinese interests. Of course, we should not talk about the MOU about which they don't want to go public for the last almost 20 years now. Of course, we should not talk about the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation getting all kinds of donations from them. But more than that, Arnab, the point is, you have in the panel a person who is never shy of defending Tiananmen Square crackdown where people were run over by tanks. And here he is saying that a baton charge was not in order, even when the protesters went violent. That is the level of hypocrisy you have to encounter when you have fifth column in this country proudly wearing their allegiance on their chest. He is not the only one. There's a bunch of indoctrinated people, whether it is in Congress, whether it is in the left movement, who will sell us down the street so cheap for power. The same party had Mani Shankar Iyer going to Pakistan on a TV show saying, "Inhe hataiye, hame laiye, phir dekhiye kaise dosti hoti hai Hindustan aur Pakistan."
Don't salute ministers.
This is
not sycophants.
You know that person.
What was
Mani Shankar Iyer was in Cambridge in 1960.
You do. That is the difference.
War was happening, and this man was lobbying support for China in that war. They called India an aggressor, and they were raising
open calls. People want to call
sources for China. Mani Shankar Iyer, I'm naming him. In 1962, when he was in Cambridge, he supported China in Indo-Chinese war. He was member of a leftist group there.
Ratnakar.
That is the DNA of people you are dealing with, Arnab. There is no surprise about it.
No,
there shouldn't be any shock about it. We should be better prepared.
Yeah.
We have to be better prepared.
Now another thing which is coming out, Ratnakar Tripathi, and please answer the specific question, is the 65 crore part. 10,000 posts, 65,000 per post, 10,000 posts of the kind that are circulating right now. The involvement of corporate social media influencer marketing agencies approximates a budget of about 50 to 65 crores. Who is pumping in this kind of money? Is this a logical question people will not ask right now? Right? Because the violence is very much out there for all to see.
No, I'm not going to answer any specific question.
Why would you not answer the specific question?
No, I will. Sir.
No, but you just said you will not answer the specific question.
Let me answer your things first.
No, I'm asking you, this is my thing. I want to know 65 crores in a social media campaign. Pardon me?
बोलना है मुझे
मैं बोलना है मैं सवाल का जवाब देना है बोलना नहीं सवाल का
जवाब आपने जितनी बात बोली उसका दूंगा ना आप मेरा
हाँ तो मैंने कुछ बोला नहीं मैंने सवाल
2011 जनवरी नवंबर 2014 और 2019 नवंबर 2019 में अरुण सिंह के नेतृत्व में, 2014 में भगत सिंह कोश्यारी के नेतृत्व में और 2011 में नितिन गडकरी के नेतृत्व में भाजपा का प्रतिनिधिमंडल विधायकों और सांसदों के साथ कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना से मिलने गया था। आप देख लीजिए, उनकी वेबसाइट पे है। एंड यू वर नॉट टॉकिंग, प्लेसिंग एनी क्वेश्चन, यू वर डेलिब्रेटिंग द फेल्योर ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट व्हिच फेल्ड टू सेंस what CJP.
So you are supporting, now you are supporting, you are now supporting the left parties. You are supporting the left parties. Thank you for confirming it. Right? Rohan on the top. Yeah.
Who said your excellency 7 times to Trump? You were talking about कि सोनम वांगचुक के पिताजी कांग्रेसी थे।
नहीं थे क्या? नहीं थे क्या?
साथ खड़ी थी जब घाटी को।
सोनम वांगचुक कांग्रेसी नहीं है। सोनम वांगचुक कांग्रेसी नहीं है।
अरे सुनिए, किरण रिजिजू कांग्रेसी नहीं है।
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ आपको।
2009 से 14 तक किरण रिजिजू कहाँ थे?
Was there anything factually incorrect in what I said?
पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर मिनिस्टर इनका कांग्रेसी है।
No, I'm asking you a question.
आप बोल रहे थे सोशल मीडिया।
Don't go angry. अभी एक ट्वीट आई है इधर, भाई अगर किसी की मौत होती है तो उसमें तो सरकार पे ज्यादा प्रेशर आएगा। भाई ये देखिए रोहन जी, भाई किसी की मौत होती है तो उस पे ज्यादा प्रेशर आएगा। ये सीजेपी वाले एक दूसरे को व्हाट्सएप कर रहे हैं।
The youth and students।
भाई एक की मौत होगी तो प्रेशर ज्यादा आएगा। ये किसने व्हाट्सएप किया है? क्या आप भी इस ग्रुप में हैं? रोहन, हैव यू सीन दिस?
Yes, I just saw it. Yes.
हाँ रोहन, हैव यू सीन दिस?
Yes.
अब रत्नाकर जी बिल्कुल चुप, बिल्कुल चुप।
मैं खूब बोलूंगा।
This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
आपने 25 नीट के एग्जामिनीज को मार
दिया है। Don't use the sentiments of the students. The government knows what is to be done. Government conducted really properly. Don't misuse the sentiments of the students. Don't hide behind students. These are the anti-elements they have taken over this protest. And now your only motive is to do violence, to do something big where you can get the attention. That's it. Talking about Modi ji like that, trying to create ruckus. What is this? Is this the protest? It is a peaceful protest. It shows the frustration that whatever they wanted to do, they could not achieve. So now they are taking this route after yesterday's afternoon. That is what is happening. Otherwise, it is a peaceful. Why will they damage the policemen? Why there was a violence? If till afternoon everything was smooth, Mr. Wangchuk was taken to the hospital without any kind of issues. Everybody was allowed at Jantar Mantar to do the peaceful protest. It is only after the call to go towards Sansad, which was political on the first day of the parliament, which always happens by opposition, whether it is Hindenburg, whether it is a farmer protest, everything on the first day of the parliament. Why? Is it a political protest? No. Where there was no political.
Then why did you take a U-turn on farmers' protest? If farmers were terrorists,
so
why did you take a U-turn?
The students' protest and do politics in the name of that. The violence is because of this
there are, ladies and gentlemen, another fact which has now come out, and I ask all the woke types. I'm told a lot of woke people have been going with candlelight Subrashta to Jantar Mantar. Right? All the woke types have been going there, right? To them, I would like them to ask, because they would have business links, how is it that 3 top agencies, I have the names, one based in Bombay, one in Delhi and one in Bangalore. The founders of these firms have been hired to publish pro-CJP supportive content. Finance influencers, lifestyle influencers, entertainment influencers, they are suddenly coming in on a political protest. I am not saying that Sonakshi Sinha has taken money to put out the post. I hope not. I have no proof that Sonakshi Sinha has taken money to put out the post. But I can certainly tell you that there has been there is reports of a paid marketing campaign. Now I want to know, Subrashta, regardless, when policemen are being killed, when Abhijit Dipke started lynching, where is Shabana Azmi now? Where is Nasiruddin Shah now?
For paid campaigns?
Where are they now?
Why does BJP hire ad agencies?
Where are they now? Subrashta,
last I heard Shabana Azmi couldn't handle the heat and she was really distressed and had to be taken away. Or
to her farmhouse.
On her own accord. No, there are videos.
Yes.
There are videos.
Yeah.
She was not well. Vivek ji, I don't think you know about this.
She is 75 years
for her
old.
good health, and I hope that she learns
She fell ill. She was taken to the guard's cabin where she had water. Her father was a member of the CPI, and she was born in one room of the CPI office where she lived.
So what am I supposed to do with that information? Shabana Azmi is no Gen Z. Neither Shabana Azmi has any stake in the NEET paper leaks, nor does any of her children. The problem is, Mr. Vivek Srivastava, that she needs to put her, she can go and give, all those kisses to the protesters, for all I care. The problem is Shabana Azmi has nothing to say to the government today. Did Shabana Azmi know that CJP did not reach out to the government for all these days?
Shabana came.
What was she protesting
the left
for?
Students who were fasting break their fast. Left की student नेहा का अनशन
वो लेफ्ट के लिए गई थी ना, वो लेफ्ट के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए गई थी. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. This is exactly what I'm saying.
This हमारा आंदोलन है. हमारे बच्चे लड़ रहे थे, हमारे बच्चे बैठे थे.
This seemingly organized protest is a small. विवेक जी, आपकी बहुत खराब आदत है कि आप दूसरे को बोलने नहीं देते. आप जब बोलते हैं मैं बहुत ध्यान से सुनती हूँ.
ठीक है, आप बोलिए.
This is the allegation that I have against this protest. It is not a consolidated students' protest. It's a protest by different political parties who are on ventilator, trying to find their own, political feet among the
wrong to do? Is it wrong to do that?
Vivek ji, you have every right to be a fool for all I care. My problem is when the bill against exam leaks was being discussed in the parliament in 2024, did you not foresee that exam leaks will not be contained by the clauses of the bill that's there?
Why don't you, for once, Subrashtra,
I'm asking a very specific policy-based question
that had
because I would like to assume that the students protesting in Jantar Mantar today want a systemic solution to this
Prime Minister of this country
and don't just want to involve themselves in the kind
I just want to know where has the money come from. Rohan and Piyush, simple question, what is clear to all of you, like the All Eyes on Rafah campaign, the same manufactured virality, the same silence on the Pahalgam terrorist attack, the same silence on Operation Sindoor, selective outrage, pro-Pakistan line, coordinated timing, right? Foreign talking points. My demand is straightforward. By the way, Piyush, there is Rohan, I want to tell you something very interesting. There's a big fight that has broken out for credit between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. ये स्टूडेंट वुडेंट का कुछ केयर नहीं करते, एक दूसरे पे इतना फाइट चल रहा है इनका, इट इज डिस्गस्टिंग. इसमें संजय सिंह सेज सीजेपी के धरने को कमजोर करने के लिए मोदी जी ने राहुल गांधी को अपने आवास पर धरने पे बिठा दिया. इस पर कांग्रेस पार्टी कहती है आपके धुआं क्यों निकल रहा है. What is this dirty language going on between AAP and Congress? Why don't you do something positive for the country? इसमें भी आपका credit war चल रहा है. Tell me, did either of you pay the money to CJP?
Just hold on.
No, I'm not holding on. This is horrible. This is disgusting. Piyush, what are you people doing?
What is your question?
My question is, what is this fight going on between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party? There's violence going on, a Nepal-type situation. The CJP has gone mad. They've carried out organized violence. 118 policemen have been injured. They say we are going to burn parliament, and you are fighting to take credit for them.
No, it's not. Just hold on. It is surprising. Don't you find it surprising? Because you started by mentioning Sanjay Singh Ji's statement. First and foremost, there's nothing wrong with whatever Sanjay Singh Ji said. There's nothing unparliamentary in that statement which he has made before the media. It is so surprising that, students are not allowed to march, yet Rahul Gandhi is allowed to protest right outside the parliament's residence, the Prime Minister's residence. Don't you find it surprising? There has been no one who has been willing to talk to Mr. Wangchuk, talk to him about breaking his fast, convince him to do that. Not one leader of the ED party went there at Jantar Mantar and held any kind of dialogue. However, as soon as Rahul Gandhi goes outside the Prime Minister's residence, 2 ministers run out to request him. कि अरे बाबा नहीं ये मत करिए आप, ये क्यों कर रहे हैं आप Prime Minister के आवास के बाहर? So don't you think there is a tacit understanding between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the ED party? As far as the budgeting is concerned of CJP and hiring of all these 3 agencies, I have no information to that effect. However, this is the ED party's specialty. ED party can always send a couple of their ED officers and then figure it out who paid whom. Now, let us talk about the real issue, Rohanji. Rohanji, what prevented JP Nadda in last 20 days, 25 days to pay a visit to Sonam Wangchuk at Jantar Mantar, and all these entries would have been avoided?
Do you feel this is
Question
protected?
number 2, sir.
If the 3 agencies are involved,
sir, just allow me to.
do you feel this is fabricated?
You can answer peacefully.
Just answer that.
Rohanji.
My question is, if these 3 agencies are involved, do you feel this protest is fabricated?
Rohanji,
answer that. Then I will answer your question.
Rohanji, respectfully, Arnab asked me to, ask me for my answer. I answered, and I'm just posing.
No, you are asking
questions
me question. That's why I'm asking you.
Had you conducted? Just one more question, and then.
So answer that. If these 3 agencies are involved,
before me.
Professionally,
sir, had you conducted the NEET exam properly, none of this event would have happened. And
no, you tell me, if these agencies are hired, do you feel these protests are influenced by somebody? How students will get this much of money? How students will get this much of money? If they are protesting at Jantar Mantar peacefully, you tell me who has paid the money? These agencies don't come free.
How did the CIA know? How did the CIA know? Fundamental question, Sushil. How did the CIA know? How did the CIA know? Is there a CIA hand in this? Anti-national नहीं, ये proof है CIA knew. CIA को खबर किसने दी?
कोर्ट में जाके अच्छा तो सोनम वांगचुक जी के
CIA को खबर किसने दी?
यदि सोनम वांगचुक चाइनीज एजेंट है तो सरकार ने क्यों छोड़ दिया?
Avoiding the CIA question.
प्रश्न पूछ सकता हूँ?
Exactly. It is CIA's business to know because CIA, American Deputy Secretary of State, Christopher Lando, in January in Delhi said, we will not repeat the mistake we committed with China. We won't let India emerge as a serious competitor. That is why it is CIA's business to know when to disrupt, how to disrupt,
missionaries of charity,
who to use for such disruption. It is CIA's business to know. They don't want India to emerge. They don't want India to emerge as a serious competitor, as a serious
calls are coming in. Mahesh is calling from Pune. Mahesh is calling in from Pune. Mahesh, are you there? Mahesh, are you there? Chris from Kolhapur. Chris, are you there? Chris, Mahesh, Raksha from Pune, are you there?
Good evening, Arnab.
Is that Chris or is that Mahesh?
I'm Christopher Johnson from Kolhapur.
Go ahead, Christopher. Yeah. What's going on,
Very good evening. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much, Arnab, for taking up this matter. You know, Chris.
I hear you. Go on.
Yeah. You see, Arnab, whatever is happening, I feel it is a deep state that cannot bear to see the rise of India. They just don't want the Modi government to succeed in what great work it has been done since the last 14 years. And I would like to ask that anarchist army party person sitting there, how does he back this kind of violence where policemen are injured? Not one, about 100 of them are injured.
118.
Are they backing anarchy?
Yeah, Piyush, I can't hear you. Louder. Audio control is to do its job. Audio.
Condemning the violence. I have started by condemning, and I have stated.
Condemning is not the answer. How did the Americans know?
Sir, hold on.
How did the America? I'm not holding on. How did the CIA know what the CJP was about to do? Which points they would protest in? Where they would enter from? How did the CIA of America know the whole plan in advance? Tell me.
Sir, Minister.
How did they know on 16th what will happen on 21st?
The Home Ministry is so incompetent it can't figure
No.
it out.
How did the American intelligence agency know?
Is the MEA so
No. It's like asking, is the government incompetent, which is why Pakistan carried out a terrorist attack? Don't be absurd. Our next caller is Raksha from Pune. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to be extremely careful. There are people who want to bring down an elected government, who want to carry out regime change, who have declared intent to burn parliament, and who say they will create Nepal. And Shabana Azmi is not talking now. Sonakshi Sinha, Shabana Azmi, Bollywood Brigade is not talking about the violence. But we must force them to reply. Yes, please. Now,
Yeah,
Raksha from Pune. Raksha.
Hi, Arnab. Thank you, everyone, for allowing to give our opinion. So I would like to say, asking a resignation of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan on what basis? Firstly, if in your house, the head of the family, is he asked to resign or leave the post of head of the family just in case someone else did the mistake? And on top of that, if the head of the family, and here the education minister, has not just solved the problem by reattempting, he accepted the problem, solved it, and he also brought in the solutions that in future it will be computer-based test, multiple exams will be done, the number of attempts will be limited. So in one shot, he is solving 3 problems, so that children do not waste the golden years by giving exams again and again. Computer-based multiple tests, so filtering is perfect. And I would also like to request parents, guardians, institutions, it's high time, build your children strong from beginning, educate them, because education does not guarantee.
Right now, Raksha, there are students who are coming and saying we got 300 out of 700 and Dharmendra Pradhan must resign. Now, viewers, I want to tell you something, and my last point, I'm sure Ratnakar Tripathi will respond to it. A few days back, the American Secretary of State flew straight to Kolkata, and Marco Rubio met the missionaries of charity. Sonia Gandhi wants to support conversion into Christianity in India. That has been her clear campaign. Now, she's not in power. The BJP government is bringing in an FCRA amendment which will stop this forced money-based Christian evangelism. That's why Marco Rubio went there to tell the missionaries of charity, I am with you. Do as much conversion as you want. We will not let FCRA happen. But when the Modi government brought in this parliament, the FCRA bill was right there on top. Now tell me, Rohan, you know exactly what I'm saying. Is this violent protest being supported directly or indirectly by the Americans, funded through the American routes, in order to block the FCRA amendment? Rohan and then Ratnakar Tripathi. This is very important, please. 10 seconds only.
See, Arnab, it is, if you see the overall, modus operandi on the first day of parliament session for last 2-3 years, right? Whether it is Hindenburg, whether it is a farmer protest or a Red Fort, why it comes on the first day of the parliament session? You tell me. Is it, don't you feel, because they feel that this is the time where there's a maximum media attention. If anything, anybody tries to do anything.
But we can't let Americans decide our agenda, Rohan. Ratnakar Tripathi, we can't let Americans decide our agenda.
Just give me, Arnab, I'm coming to that. Hindenburg, where it has come from America.
They don't talk about Hindenburg.
Americans ecosystem has impacted Nepal, how they have impacted Bangladesh, and that is what dangerously they are trying to do in India. And we have to understand, if again farmer protests have started yesterday, what is the Prayog? This cannot be done. You have to go in detail. You have to analyze. If it is a pure student protest, which was happening on Jantar Mantar peacefully, till that time it was okay. Why all this happened on the first day of the parliament session? Why students had to march towards parliament? It obviously, people knew that nobody will allow them inside the parliament. Then why the effort was made to sabotage the whole thing, which was normally going on? Government had met, the demands were heard, it was conducted properly.
Despite whatever you do, the forcible conversion FCRA bill will be passed.
Got it, Dr. Goswami. You cannot hide the failures
and the
of
Chinese and the Americans can try anything.
Man. You cannot hide the failures of the government by linking things to...
I've given so many facts, you've not been able to say one thing.
One more thing. Rohan Gupta ji, why the transformation of my friend Trump to your excellency? Why he knelt down?
No.
Why he knelt down?
It's a ridiculous response. The debate is hot. At 9 p.m. tonight, the theatrics of the deep state dipke fall flat. Deep state dipke, hashtag deep state dipke is in big trouble. Deep state dipke has been trying to carry out murderous lynchings in the national capital. Who's funding, in a big way, deep state dipke? When we are back.
प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला. Delicious, healthy, every day.
In the India Today Best Universities Survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट.
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान.
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट.
पापा.
सॉरी यार, गलती हो गई है. ये चोट खर्चा वर्चा.
अरे लास्ट बॉल पे छक्का भी तुम्हारा.
छक्का?
सब कैशलेस हो गया है. हाँ.
ला भाई मेरा बैट. वो अभी तो ठीक हुआ तू.
जो डिस्चार्ज हुआ यार.
बैट किसका है?
टाटा AIG है तो भरोसा है.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ.
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से. MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से.
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा.
MTH.
We cannot say that we will see relief for sure, but yes, definitely messages are being exchanged between Iran and the United States, and both of them have confirmed. Messages are being exchanged and both sides are looking or examining the messages which they are receiving. Marco Rubio has also indicated that, and similarly the Iranian Foreign Ministry has indicated that. As of now, America is definitely hammering Iran, especially the coastal areas and south of Iran, right?
I wake up wearing someone else again. Skin tight like porcelain. I don't recognize these eyes. Something scratching from inside. Don't let it slip. I'm losing control. I don't wanna be safe anymore. Underneath there's a fire they can't keep. No more faces.
Finding myself. That's my moment of Sarah.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ.
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट. अब बताओ स्वाद आया? आया.
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट.
पापा.
सॉरी यार, गलती हो गई है. ये चोट खर्चा वर्चा.
अरे लास्ट बॉल पे छक्का भी तुम्हारा.
छक्का?
सब कैशलेस हो गया है. हाँ.
ला भाई मेरा बैट. वो अभी तो ठीक हुआ तू.
जो डिस्चार्ज हुआ यार.
बैट किसका है?
टाटा AIG है तो भरोसा है.
Our pure shahi paneer masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
We cannot say that we will see relief for sure, but yes, definitely messages are being exchanged between Iran and the United States, and both of them have confirmed. Messages are being exchanged and both sides are looking or examining the messages which they are receiving. Marco Rubio has also indicated that, and similarly the Iranian Foreign Ministry has indicated that. As of now, America is definitely hammering Iran, especially the coastal areas and south of Iran, right? The ports, the civil infrastructure also, the bridges, the roads, the towers, the radar system towers and all, so that it can degrade the capabilities of the Iranian forces to impact and influence the Strait of Hormuz. However, whatsoever be the extent of American attacks, it seems Iran is retaliating back, and Iran is also succeeding a little bit, and which is enough for Iran. So every night, CENTCOM.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Paper leaks have been an unfortunate reality in our country, and the only difference between the Congress and the BJP time is that in the Congress time it kept happening, the Congress did nothing about it. In the BJP time also it happened, but the BJP government has done a substantial amount about it. There is a successful retest of the NEET. The results are out, and more than 11 lakh students have qualified in the absolutely straightforward of circumstances, which means the Congress party did nothing. In fact, the Congress party should be ashamed of itself for talking about paper leaks. They are the master of paper leaks. Every examination in the Congress party time, there was a paper leak. So Priyanka Vadra, who I'm sure has never taken a competitive exam in her life, Rahul Gandhi, who has never also had to take a competitive exam in her life. Rahul and Priyanka, let me tell you, I have taken many competitive exams, and I'm happy to share with you. I passed many, got many through many